Welcome, Gemini, to your reading. Thank you for clicking on my video. Gemini, this is gonna be a reading for you for the month of November 20 and 22. So I was pulling for you some oracle cards, rune, romance, soul's journey, earth magic, angel, and angel romance cards. As well, you're also gonna see later on I was pulling some tarot cards, as usually for more details and just clearance what is going on with you and your energies in the month of November. So, Gemini, with the runing cards, I was pulling two in total, so it shows me also we're talking here about your balance and stability in general in the month of November. So with the Evis card in the reverse and the Vunyu card in the reverse, it shows me there's kind of like some you're dealing with some action and movements in the month of November. So it wants you also to remind you that you should be determined to reach your success, and also finding a place in the world or finding your place in the world, right? So be pragmatic and organized to reach your success, and also it wants you to go towards those things who are pushing your self-esteem, okay? And to give it the ability, or better say the body, to your dreams. Okay, so with the when you're in the reverse, it talks about union, couple, um in general, joy and bond. So kind of like being able to build something with someone together. Okay, what you couldn't do or could not have done with by your own. So, kind of like when you give birth to a child, okay, how you create a child in a way, as an example. So Gemini, keep in mind this is a general reading, so this reading may or may not resonate with all of you. Take just what does and leave the rest. With the when you're in the reverse, it when you talks about tradition and roots and the importance of a place to return to. Okay, with the Evers, it talks about finding a place in the world, and with the Wunyu, about a place to return to. So we're definitely having something where you are working on your foundation, and the importance you have towards it, to your foundation, right? So it also wants you to tell you that this is kind of like a support card also for greater balance in your love and family relationships. So let's see what the romance angel oracle cards are showing here. So I was pulling Gemini for you in the upright past life relationship. So it talks about that, for those who are dealing with a love situation, that you have known each other before, so there's a deep soul connection here. And I see also with the wedding card, the situation might involve a marriage also, so you might be married. Okay. And you should stay optimistic about your love life. So maybe maybe there were some rough waters in the last months or years. So you know it's not always easy or great in a relationship, so we have also to deal with challenges and setbacks. And everybody has their own wishes and dreams they're following, so to find a greater balance for all involved is not always easy. So you should stay optimistic, and you should also have faith, and faith will bring you romance. For for this month, especially what you see with the Earth Magic card, we have a pretty interesting full moon coming up on November 8th. So just keep that in mind. We are also in Scorpio season, and I think it's a blood moon, as well as the beaver moon. So look up what it means. It might be very relevant for you in the month of November. With the Soul's Journey card, Gemini, you have them all in the reverse. So, it definitely talks about kind of like you go inwards with also with your energies to deal with those types of energies. So with the surrender card, for example, it is more talking about to release control. Okay, so and also with the blame card, that you accept the responsibility for your well-being. With the judgment card in reverse, you understand, or you will understand, that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. With the adversity, it is also talking about to accept that the challenges are the best way to learn for you, Gemini. Is it in in work and career, or if it's in your love life? And with the loneliness card in reverse, it um says that you're never alone, right? So maybe there are some situations where you feel you are alone. Maybe there's responsibility you carry, and it can also, feel sometimes like you might be the only one who's taking or carrying all the responsibility. But the angel cards are saying they're helpful people for you in your situation. And with the don't stop reverse card, it can mean that there's a blockage of that you want to stop something, but it can also indicate that it would be maybe the best option for you to stop. So with the judgment, where what we were just talking about in the reverse, it can show that there's something maybe blocking also your intuition. Okay, where you are having a challenge for yourself, or in that situation, dealing with judgment. With the next angel card, you see it with the compromise. That's what I mean. Go inwards, talk, or um, go in and check with your intuition and compromise and balance out what's what has to get balanced out in your situation. All right, Gemini, I hope you like this video. I would be very happy if you can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I would just say we gonna move on to the tarot cards. Let's take a look at the cards, Gemini. So you have in total four major arcana cards. So I see it definitely, four talks about stability. So we're definitely talking about the stability, or your stability in your situation, Gemini. And you're starting with the Six of Swords in the reverse. So, it can talk about interrupted plans, maybe in travel. So it is kind of like when you try to move on or to move forward in your situation, or with something, and the other party or partner's unwilling to, to compromise or to move with you in a way. Maybe there's some disagreements. It can also indicate that, and it advises you to make alternative plans in your situation. And with the next card, which is a major arcana card here, it is Archangel Gabriel showing up, the messenger angel. Okay, so it talks about the different paths or circumstances, what has to get balanced out in a way. It also, we are now in the fall season, so it also reflects a change of the season. um what I mean with that, kind of like a time card. Okay, so it also wants you to embrace your new ideas. Okay, to when you should make alternative plans. Okay, So putting A and B in the right order, in a way of blending and harmonizing things. With the Page of Cups in reverse, Gemini, it shows up when, as I said, when you're not listening to your intuition, but you should, okay? In situations where, especially, you are um, dealing with judgments or blame or, responsibility in general. So it is kind of like a time for you to relax and to get rid of the stress, what is caused by the responsibility you carry. So do something what makes fun, what is fun for you, especially to renew your young energy, especially towards passion or impassion. So work on yourself in that way, in that situation, to just bring more satisfaction in your life. And with the Hierophant, your next major arcana card in the upright, it shows a form of cultural religion in a way, in what includes deep mystery, right, of the spiritual life. And it can be also a figure, like a religious authority. It can be showing a mediator, a translator, but also a mentor and a student. So, it's kind of like our the lessons of the soul's journey, right? So with the next card, which is talking about the Emperor, it could be also showing the sign Aries, or maybe you have Aries in your chart, Gemini. But the Emperor is, it balances the Empress energy with rules and foundations, and it gives shape and form in a way. So the Emperor dominates the material world, okay? The energy also shows up whenever you have formed your habits or your patterns in a way. And it could be also showing a as I said, someone with authority or a father figure, um someone who's setting limits and rules. And it also talks about, as I said, with about formation and stability. And with the Ace of Wands upright, that talks about a spark of desire. It can mean an erotic desire. I don't see it that much in your reading here, but definitely it talks about, visioning or ideas, about the intensity in it. And it is the beginning with the Ace, the beginning of the element fire. So the beginning of passion, maybe in your job or in your spirituality. um with the Emperor, with the Hierophant, I feel it like you reach a higher level in a combination of that, it's kind of like you compromise your job, your love life, and your spirituality. And you are reaching a certain point of view, I guess, what makes you able to move ahead. And that's why you have your last card also with the Seven of Wands. But let's talk about the Ace of Wands a little bit more. When you have the beginning of passion and something, it could be love, it could be between two people, but it could also be, as I said, with towards your job, your career, as the Emperor. And with the Queen of Wands, maybe you're dealing with another fire sign in the situation, or you have fire in your chart. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius also in your chart. I see also Taurus. But with the Queen of Wands, she has a mature and developed sense for sensuality and sexuality. So it can show a charismatic personality, or that's what you are showing. So she draws people in. So she can be, a deep spiritual woman. She ignites the passion of others, and she remains true to her cause. It's a tireless energy, and she shows also loyalty to those around her. So it could be a public speaker. It could be like, like an actress. But definitely she also empowers those around her. Um, so I don't know if that's someone, cause it's under the interrupted plans. Um, if that's someone who's triggering the Five of Wands here. So what talks about protest and drama, so conflict between people. It's definitely a scattered energy here. It forces the people together to work together or to deal together in that situation. And you know there is a need for unity. You see, they're not really like doesn't really look like working together. Okay, they're holding maybe something together, but that's kind of like all in the situation right now. So there's definitely an energy where it shows that this group is not acting the way you wished for. So everybody kind of like wants a different outcome here, and it's advises you, Gemini, to free yourself and, as you were seeing before with the oracle cards, surrendering to the moment, to the situation is the better way to move ahead. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Gemini, it talks about that you're waiting for results. So you're waiting for results to um dissolve the drama, the problem here in that situation. But definitely the results haven't appeared yet in your situation. Maybe they will appear as the completion cards with the full moon shows in November. So definitely reevaluate your work, what you also put in to reach your goal. Okay, to just see what else you can do to grace the wheels in your favor. Okay, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it says again that you are staying in a situation long enough after it is used. So there's a need to move on, and it also can show that you're with the reverse, that you're being unable right now. Maybe you're gonna take care of loose ends before you're setting yourself free, because the next card is another major arcana card here, Gemini, and this is the death card showing up. As I said, the death is this in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, we are in Scorpio season, so there's definitely a completion, an ending going on in a situation for you, Gemini. And with the death card, it just shows us that there's an old system in a kind of order um ending. Okay, so there's a resurrection going on and a new beginning at the same time. So when an ending shows up, there's also transformation going on. And you know it it says when you want evolution, it requires release. So keep that just in mind, Gemini. With the Seven of Wands, and I see it with the Ace of Wands over there with the Spark of Desire card, it talks about defending yourself against your enemies. So you're strong. You're showing the upper hand here, Gemini. And it also talks about improving, and also it can talk about a getaway here. But the defense, or your defense better say, will be successful. So it just wants you to ask yourself if it's worth the effort you put in. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading helps you. If it does, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I definitely wish you a wonderful month, much blessings, and keep your head up, Gemini. I see you in the next one. Bye bye.